What is Bob Dylan playing on his Outlaw Music Festival tour, and what are fans saying? We've got the latest on his setlist changes and what Setlist FM users thought he played. Bob Dylan's early years are back in focus with a new compilation, Man of Constant Sorrow, Vol. 1. Is it a treasure trove or a repackaging of oldies? We break it down. Dolly Parton is opening up about her interactions with Bob Dylan, revealing she felt a coldness and thinks she might have offended him. What really happened between these two music legends? And finally, we're taking a journey back to the 1600s to explore the origins of Scarborough Fair and its connection to iconic 20th century songs by Paul Simon and Bob Dylan. Stay tuned for all the details and make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. Did Bob Dylan really play Hello Mutta, Hello Fata on tour? Confusion is swirling around Bob Dylan's recent Outlaw Music Festival performance in Columbia, Maryland, with discrepancies between what Setlist FM claims he played and what experts and fans are saying. Setlist FM, a popular site for aggregating concert setlists, reported that Dylan made several changes, including swapping out 3 of his usual cover songs and even performing Alan Sherman's novelty tune, Hello Mutta, Hello Fata. However, Dylan's setlist expert Bob Links suggests a completely different setlist, identical to the previous night's show in Homedale, New Jersey, and no social media buzz supports the Setlist FM version. Many believe the Setlist FM report, which also incorrectly listed a Barbara George cover and an unknown 6th song likely being Early Roman Kings, is inaccurate, with Ray Padgett's mock-ups on Twitter being more likely than the reported novelty songs. With only 2 dates left on the Outlaw Music Festival before Dylan heads to Europe, fans are eager for any new official releases, with rumors of a new entry into the bootleg series on the horizon. Fans are debating the accuracy of online setlists, with many defending Dylan's true performance against questionable online claims. Don't go anywhere, because the truth behind Bob Dylan's archives is about to be revealed. Next up, we're diving into the controversial Man of Constant Sorrow, Vol. 1 compilation. Is Bob Dylan's Man of Constant Sorrow, Vol. 1 a genuine deep dive or just a repackage? Bob Dylan's official YouTube compilations are facing scrutiny for their lack of fresh material, leading to a new release titled Man of Constant Sorrow, Vol. 1. This compilation primarily shuffles tracks from Dylan's debut album, adding a few studio outtakes that didn't make the final cut. The inherent problem lies in the finite pool of early recordings, making repeated repackaging a predictable, albeit sometimes disappointing, strategy. While revisiting songs like You're No Good and Man of Constant Sorrow offers a brief nostalgic return, they are readily available on the original debut album. The compilation's only unique offering is an early, rough take of Muleskinner Blues, featuring coughs and false starts, which is unlikely to entice anyone not deeply immersed in Dylan's earliest studio sessions. The release also includes Baby Please Don't Go, with its familiar throaty charm, attempting to impose a new meaning on these sparse recordings, a feat that proves difficult. The distributors are criticized for not providing crucial context about the origin and historical purpose of these tracks, a detail that is vital for the bootlegging community and for preserving the integrity of Dylan's work. Without such information, the origins of songs like Quit Your Lowdown weighs risk being lost to time and endless repackaging. Many fans are calling for more transparency and context with archival releases, fearing the erosion of Dylan's musical history. But what happens when music legends clash? We're about to find out. Next, Dolly Parton reveals her awkward encounters with Bob Dylan. Did Dolly Parton offend Bob Dylan? The country icon shares her cold encounters. Dolly Parton has revealed a surprising awkwardness in her past interactions with music legend Bob Dylan, admitting she felt a distinct lack of warmth from him and even worries she may have unintentionally offended him. Despite her admiration for his music, Parton described Dylan as a weird buckaroo and expressed uncertainty about his perception of her or her work. These feelings stem from a few brief encounters where Parton felt no real connection, speculating that Dylan might have perceived her as too phony. The tension was palpable when a proposed collaboration on a cover of Dylan's iconic song, Blowin' in the Wind, was reportedly scrapped after Dylan refused to participate. Parton had envisioned an entire album of Dylan covers, titled Dolly Does Dylan, but Dylan's refusal led her to scrap the project, opting instead for a version of Blowin' in the Wind featuring Nickel Creek. While Parton stated the collaboration with Nickel Creek worked out better, she admitted to having second thoughts about the shelved album. Despite these peculiar interactions and Dylan's refusal to collaborate, Parton maintains her deep respect for his songwriting genius, acknowledging the depth of his mind and the melodic quality of his songs that lend themselves well to harmonies. This comes after Dylan's collaboration with Barbra Streisand on The Very Thought of You, highlighting a contrast in his willingness to engage with other artists. Fans are buzzing about the unexpected friction between two beloved music icons, speculating on the reasons behind Dylan's reserved demeanor. From legendary artists to legendary ballads, we're about to uncover some surprising connections. Coming up, we explore the ancient roots of Scarborough Fair and its link to Bob Dylan and Paul Simon. What 17th-century ballad inspired Bob Dylan and Paul Simon? Prepare to journey back to the 1600s as we uncover the surprising origins of the beloved folk song Scarborough Fair and its deep connection to iconic 20th-century artists like Paul Simon and Bob Dylan. A special talk at the Bath Royal Literary and Scientific Institution, when Paul Simon and Bob Dylan went to Scarborough Fair, presented by Matthew Zuckerman, will offer a deep-dive analysis into this traditional English ballad. Zuckerman, a former journalist and self-proclaimed lifelong Dylan fan, will explore the ballad's history and its numerous variants over more than 400 years. The talk will highlight influential recordings by artists such as Ewan MacColl, Martin Carthy, Simon and Garfunkel, and Bob Dylan himself, showcasing how this ancient tune has resonated through generations of musicians. Attendees will have the opportunity to engage in a Q&A session, fostering discussion among fellow music lovers. This event promises to be a fascinating exploration for anyone interested in traditional English music, the evolution of folk songs, or the musical genius of artists like Dylan and Simon. Tickets are available both in person and online via the BRLSI website. Music historians and fans are excited about this deep dive into the ballad's rich history and its influence on modern folk music. And that's just a taste of what's happening in the music world. Stick around for our rapid-fire recap and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a beat. What a rundown! We covered Bob Dylan's changing set lists on the Outlaw Music Festival tour, the controversial Man of Constant Sorrow. Vol. 1 compilation, Dolly Parton's candid thoughts on Bob Dylan and the ancient origins of Scarborough Fair, connecting to Dylan and Paul Simon. Don't miss out on any future music news. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join our community in the comments below. Follow us on all social platforms for even more exclusive content.